Alright, so this is gonna be my stealth build video. Now I've made a stealth build video before, but I've never used voice on the video. So this time I'm actually gonna explain in detail exactly what my stealth build is. The one I like to use and yeah, pretty much showcase it. So the weapons I like to use when I do stealth is I like to use the cavity and I like to use the judge because it's very easy to get to 3 detection. And something else which is good, you don't actually need any detection skills to waste in terms of lowering your concealment to actually reach 3. So when I use the cavity, I have the low profile suppressor, a concealment boost, the Appalachian foregrip, a compact laser module, and I don't have any sight on it. For the judge is pretty straightforward. You pretty much have a concealment boost on it, you have triple O buckshot, the silent killer suppressor. You can't really use the other suppressor, the suppressor. If you do, the concealment goes up to 6, so I'd recommend the silent killer one. A concealment boost, again compact laser and no sight. So I'll basically talk about the skills in a minute and I'll show you why you don't need any concealment skills. So as with the stealth build, obviously you're going to be using a suit. The equipment should be trip mine, body bag case, ECM. They're pretty much your 3 go-to pieces of equipment. Obviously an ammo bag is something you could also bring if you're going to be using a saw, for example. The melee weapon, I like to use a psycho knife. Don't ask me why, I've been using it for quite a while and it's just the music when you hold it, it's just so funny to use. So I always use a psycho knife for stealth. The hacker perk deck, I'll also talk about the perk deck soon, because there's 3 different perk decks you can use for stealth. Obviously a lot of people who already know will know perk decks to use, but if people are inexperienced and are not sure, I'll explain in a minute. The pocket ECM that comes with the hacker perk deck. So let's go over the skills. So starting off with the skills, I have Force Friendship in Mastermind. You get more cable ties and you can cable tie faster, so good for stealth. Confident, the reason I have 2 points into this is because sometimes guards see you from a distance, and rather than getting in a firefight with them where you're going to shoot, potentially risk shooting civilians or the guards around them, smashing glass, it's better to just shout at them and get them to surrender. And with this, your the power and the range of your intimidation is increased by 50%, so you can shout at them from further away, which is good. It's just nice, it's kind of useful for stealth. I have stable shots, more weapon stability. The judge kicks like a mule if you spam it, so a little bit of stability on the judge is always nice. Now I have rifleman. Now a lot of people will probably not have this in the stealth build. The reason I've got it, you can snap to enemies, you know, when you pull a trigger to aim, it's just slightly faster, just a quality of life thing that I like. But the other important thing is the movement speed. When you're aiming down a sight, you usually move very slowly. With this you can still move pretty fast even while aiming down a sight, which is very useful, especially when you pair it with a high value target where you want to aim down a sight and mark guards to ensure you keep them marked. So it's pretty nice to have. We have the ace version as well because the weapon zoom increases by 25%, so when we're aiming down a sight you can see 25% further. So it's just nice to be able to see further, you know what I mean? If you're trying to read something like Big Oil, for example, you're trying to read one of the clipboards, you could potentially see it from further away just by aiming down a sight because you can zoom in a bit faster. Not essential, but it's a skill that I've looked into and it's one that I like, so I decide to ace it when I make my build. In Enforcer I have Underdog, that's purely just to get up to Shotgun CQB. I want my judge to reload faster, but you don't need it aced, that's just overkill. I just have it reloading 15% faster. Resilience, don't really need it, it's just purely to get to Transporter. So people know with Transporter you want to throw bags 50% further. The reason I have it aced is because we have 50 armor with a suit, and the speed, you'll get like a 1% speed increase for each 10 armor. Since we have 50 armor, it's basically a 5% speed increase when moving bags. So if you ace it and you're moving something like weapons, gold, a server, what else, armor, something, artifact, I don't know, something which is slow, you just get a 5% movement speed, which is nice. Going faster with bags and stealth is always nice. So for me, I ace Transporter aced. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. Jack of all trades, obviously third law and eco sentry are absolutely just used to get up to jack of all trades, they mean nothing in terms of the build. Jack of all trades, you can deploy with your equipment twice as fast, and you get the ability to carry 2 pieces of equipment, which is very useful in stealth. I would always recommend getting jack of all trades on a stealth build. Now here's where it might be a bit controversial to some people. Hardware expert, obviously fixed drills slightly faster and stuff like that, and your deploy time for C4 and stuff. I have Drill Sergeant aced, obviously, because I want the decrease in time, and I have more firepower because I want the maximum amount of trip mines, because trip mines are very useful for placing around the map, keeping track of guards, civilians. But this is where it's controversial. Some people might say, why don't you have Hardware Expert aced? Why don't you have Kickstarter Basic and aced? Having these two aced would get you a 30% chance to have drills restart, and also the ability to melee and fix it instantly. I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. I just prefer to fix normally. It's not really that big of a deal. It never really gets in my way. And not only that, but I like to have these skills, which not a lot of people use. I like me guns not to sway side to side when I run. I like them to just be in the middle of the screen at all times. So my points kind of go in here rather than the drill skills. This is where it's just personal preference. So moving across to the technician, I have steady grip, basic. Sorry, not basic. You can use it basic and then have one of these to get up to lock and load and save 1 point. The reason I have it aced, 16 weapon stability. Like I said, the judge kicks like a mule. If you're going to spam it 3-4 shots at like a murky water guard, I don't want it going up in the sky and smashing glass or something, so a bit more stability is nice. And obviously the lock and load, keep your weapon in the middle of the screen when you're sprinting. Again, it's a personal preference, it's just something I like. Now on to Ghost. All of these should be self-explanatory. Any stealth build should have every single one of these skills aced. ECMs, the ability to have more ECMs than block pages, more time on them to open doors, lockpicking skills, ability to loop a camera, more body bags in your inventory, place more body bags on the floor, cleaning costs are reduced, you gain access to insider assets, the ability to use 6th Sense, grab items while in casing mode, blah blah blah, all stuff like that. Every single one of these skills should be aced. Duck and cover, always needed on any build, just to make sure you don't run out of stamina all the time. Parkour basic for the increased speed. Obviously you want to be as fast as you can in stealth. You don't want to be hanging around too long. The reason I have parkour aced is because the ability to run and reload at the same time and run backwards while you're at full speed, it's just kind of nice. I just like it. Similar to run and gun, well, I'm just saying personal preference. Not needed at all, but personal preference. I like it. I like to have that ability. And then the final few points, since we have nothing in Fugitive. Second wind basic, just to get up to one of these. Now as you can see, we don't have inner pockets because you don't need the concealment boost. We don't have optical illusions aced because you don't need the concealment boost. As you can see, we still have 3 concealment with these weapons. So that gives us more points to put in other things. Now you don't even need this basic. Some people might be thinking, why not do this to get the high value target? What's the point? Enemies targeting you, you're playing stealth, there's no need. So why not get an extra bit of stability and, you know, a faster snap to zoom with silence weapons? Why not put the 2 points into this? And then the final 9 points go into high value target. The basic is not needed, it's the ace version what we want. Basically, you can mark enemies now by just aiming at them, and they will stay marked twice as long compared to your character shouting going, watch out, God! It'll just keep them marked twice as long if you aim your weapon rather than actually shouting at them. So, always nice to have. And there's absolutely nothing needed in Fugitive. So they're pretty much the skills. I know it took quite a while talking over them, but for anyone who's inexperienced at stealth, I'm just basically covering all the bases, you know, on what you need to know. So now we'll talk about the perk decks. Now there's 3 perk decks for stealth. I use Hacker. The reason I use Hacker is because Hacker has one thing above everything else. ECMs that you can just press with a button instantly. You don't have to put an ECM down, which can take a second or two, and a camera or something could go off within that time. If something's going wrong, press the button, there you go. Nothing goes wrong for the next 6 seconds. So let's start with Burglar. This is the best perk deck for stealth by itself. So I'll just cover it first. I'll cover this, then I'll cover Hacker, then I'll cover Yakuza. So I like to use Hacker, but the reason why Burglar is very good is because you can bag corpses faster, great for stealth. You can pick locks faster, great for stealth. You can answer pages faster, again, great for stealth, and increased movement speed and detection, stuff like that. Really, really good. The best perk deck in the game for straight up stealth. And then let me cover Yakuza next. So Yakuza is a bit of a weird one. All you get off Yakuza is a speed boost. You get it's mainly a perk deck used for armor recovery rate. There's the one you want, the 20% increased movement speed. Look, armor recovery rate. All the berserker effects start at 25 rather than 50. Start at 50, sorry, rather than 25. So the reason people use hacker is for a 20% speed boost. Now when you use hacker, you need to be at 30% health or less. And there's two ways of doing that. You can either use the frenzy skill, which it takes a lot of points to get up to it. That'll keep you at 30% health. Or you can just bring a Molotov as your equipment. Where's the Molotov? And if you find a safe spot on the map where guards won't hear, just stand in the Molotov, get your health low, and there you go. You've saved yourself all them points getting up to frenzy. A lot of people know about this trick. It's nice to use. So you've got Burglar, which is the main stealth deck. You've got Yakuza, which is purely for an extra 20% speed. But the one I use and a lot of people use, where the hell is it? Hacker. It has an ECM, a pocket ECM. And even though it doesn't have the benefits of Burglar, everybody uses it, at least most people use it, because, as an example, if you're answering a pager and a guard turns the corner, unless he shoots instantly, that's bad luck, it's a restart. But if he decides he's going to call the police, and you're on the pager, you're fucked. Using Yakuza, you're fucked. Using Burglar, you're fucked. Using Hacker, you wait until he's going to call the police. As soon as he's about to call the police, press the Hacker button, he can't call. You'll probably finish the pager before he tries to call again. Then you can kill him. If there's a camera about to see him or something like that, again, just use Hacker again, loop the camera, answer his pager, bag the bodies up, and there you go. Hacker has just allowed you to clutch. That's just an example of how you could use Hacker. It also gives you an extra 12 seconds if you can use them both back to back. And that extra 12 seconds can buy you enough time if, like, say you're escaping and you get caught at the escape and the guard's going to call the alarm, but you want to finish it in stealth to get your stealth bonus rather than it going loud in the last 5 seconds. Just using the hacker will allow you to finish the heist still in stealth, even though shit went loud near the end. Just stuff like that. So hacker is by far the best in terms of clutch, Yakuza is the best in terms of speed, and Burglar is the best in terms of just straight up stealth benefits. The increase to picklocking and bagging corpses and stuff like that. So for me personally, I always use hacker, but Burglar is the best. And I think that pretty much covers everything of the build. Now you can, if you want, bring stuff like the saw skills and stuff like here if you want to bring ammo bags as secondary. I don't particularly, I tend to change the build. You can make a build to fit everything on, like the drill skills and the sword if you want, but the quality of life stuff I have, like these personal preference stuff, I don't make space for it. And another thing as well, if you want to use a saw, let me just show you one sec, let me just take a few skills off. So if I want to use a saw as an example, I've got this saw modified. Let me see, which one is it? Is it this one? No, that's my loud one. Okay. So I'll have my saw, my stealth saw, and I have it modified for stealth. I've got a concealment boost on it, the silent motor, and I use a sharp blade to go faster rather than the durable one, which is longer. Now we're at 23 concealments using a judge. Obviously you want to use a shotgun, at least one shotgun on your build for blasting enemies. 23 is a little bit high for stealth, so if we put points into the stealth skills, the concealment skills, we can get down to 16 concealment, which isn't too bad. But if you want to get down as low as possible with a saw, I would recommend using the Gruber Curse pistol. As you can see, you can get down to 12 concealment with a saw, which is very, very good. 12 concealment with a saw is extremely low. So I'll just show you how you modify the Gruber, if that's what you want. I use the size, let me just buy another one of these, I don't have any. I use the size doesn't matter suppressor. The concealment boost, that gives you 3 rather than 1. A micro laser doesn't have any concealment on. A laser grip again has no concealment on. Don't use the sight, don't use the slide because it will boost it up slightly, so remove that. So if you want to use a saw and you're gonna want to be as low as you can with concealment, you can add these skills, which means you'd have to change your build slightly, and you can have 16 if you still want the ability to blast with a shotgun, or if you just want to be as low as possible and you don't care about blasting, use this Gruber setup and you can get down to 12, which will help you a little bit more. So that's just a personal preference what you're going to do if you're going to use a saw on your build. But like I said, for me, I don't really use a saw that often. Maybe sometimes I will, and I'll slightly change the build up. So let me just, which cavity is it? I've got 2 different cavities. One's at 6 for me loud build. Oh wait, one's at 3. Oh wait, I think I've been changed. Oh right, that's it. It's because I've got my stealth skill. Hold on, I'm getting myself confused. I need to change the stealth skill. Let me get rid. And let me just put this Where the hell did I take them points from? I'm getting so confused here. What's going on? Where did I take the points from? Oh, right, yeah. Oh my god, I need to stop changing the build. I'm getting confused on it. But yeah, I've got one cavity for the stealth. It's this one, and this one's for the loud. It should be 6. Yes, it's got a different thing. So that's what I'm going to be using. The cavity and the judge. I'm at 3 concealment. That's the entirety of the build. And I know it's a hell of a long time talking about it, but I hope I explained it really clearly to everybody. And now I'm going to be playing the diamond. Probably my favourite heist in Payday. As you can see the amount of times I've completed it. I love it stealth, I love it loud. So yeah, that's the stealth build, and let's see how we can do with it. Alright, so the diamond. So let me show the pre-plan on what I use on this map. The glass cutter, you automatically get the glass cutter. It's the only way to get the additional loot on this map if you want to get everything. You can't turn the alarm off, and if you smash them, the alarm goes off anyway. So you need the glass cutter if you want to get all the loot that you have to cut the glass for. The bagman escape, now since the diamond room is pretty close to this north window, if you're only going purely to beat the mission and to get the diamond, I'd recommend buying this. If you want to go for all loot, I'd recommend getting the east staircase window. Or if not all loot, at least 10 bags. I think there's a trophy for getting at least 10 bags. If you're going for that trophy or whatever, I'd recommend the east staircase. Since I'm just going to beat the mission regularly, show the build, but I'm not going to go for all loot, I'm going to get the north hall window. And then I like to buy 3 spy cams with the rest of the points. I like to buy the ancient mysteries room, 2 of the rooms. The rooms because I don't really go in the rooms unless I'm going for extra loot, and sometimes guards can walk out and bump into you, so it's nice to know if guards are in them rooms. So I get the Egyptian room, the ancient mysteries room, and the north hall, which is the room in which the diamond is just located. And that's pretty much the pre-planning. So we have the cavity, the judge, the psycho knife, the pocket ECM because we're using hacker, a suit, and my equipment for this build, for this mission, will be 14 trip mines because I want to keep track of a lot of guards on the map and potentially civilians as well, and 1 body bag case, which gives us 5 in total. We're going to be getting rid of 2 civilians. We might have to kill them, we may be able to cable tie them, and 3 guards, and obviously the guy that's in the camera room because we're going to be turning him off. That guy's there. Sometimes there's a guy on the front door, sometimes there's not, and if there is, you've kind of wasted the page instantly. Oh damn, there was a guy right there. I thought it was one at the back. Okay. But if this guy's here, it's kind of a waste of a page. I don't really want to restart, to be honest. I'll just deal with it. It shouldn't be a big deal. You can throw this bag here. It's a safe spot outside. But yeah, as you can see with the rifleman skill, rather than moving this slow, aiming down sight, we're going like twice the speed. And obviously with parkour race, you sprint forward and you can sprint backwards as well. So it's these are just, like I said, the quality of life skills that I like to have rather than the drill skills and the maximum sword skills. It's just personal preference. You can make a build with everything on, but this is the way I like to have my build. Now I would never recommend going up these stairs because of that. There's way too many guards that are just constantly walking past here, and they can just easily bump into you. So I would never recommend going that way. Always go this way. I just want to place a trip mine halfway up. You always want to place your trip mines halfway, or at least before corners. Don't place one like directly on a corner here, because if you turn and a guard turns, you just hit each other. Careful. Okay. Is that a guard? Civilian. Okay. So always try and place them like, you know, say there or there or there. Just try and give yourself a few seconds. You see the guard coming here. Gives you a second before you'll get to there, and in that second you can quickly get around the corner to cover. So try not to put them directly on a door. Try and put it a few feet before so you get a slight warning. I want that civilian because I'm going to need the keycard. But this guy's just in the way. So yeah, I'll show you the trip mine locations that I like to use on this map. Those 2 there are pretty good. It'll keep track of guards going up, and when they start patrolling, it'll keep track of them coming down, and when they start patrolling. Okay, I've got this civilian. Is there a camera on him? There is. Okay, see, that's where hacker saved us right there. So I'm going to open the door, loop the camera. Okay, that guy's gonna see. Okay, now I was gonna walk that guy into this room, but he would have seen, so I quickly backed him. But that's where hacker saved us. Without hacker, that camera, with burglar or yakuza, you fail right there. So that's just an example of why hacker is the best perk deck for stealth, in my opinion. So I've got 1 keycard, that's good. I don't like to put any trip mines down here. Mainly because there's not a lot of action down here. I don't spend a lot of time. Once I'm up, I'm up. I don't usually come back down. Cameras, guards. Also, you want to get used to bunny hopping if you can in this game. I know a lot of people watching this probably already know about stealth and thinking, why are you telling me this stuff? There's probably people who are new or people who aren't experienced. A bunny hop is basically, while you're running, you jump and then crouch very quickly. So run, jump, crouch, and there you go. You do like a little floating animation, a gliding. It's almost like you're gliding. And while you're in this gliding animation, look, I'm like gliding, gliding. You can do it back to back, glide, glide, glide. You're just gliding around the map. You keep the same speed. Can I quickly get in here? You keep the same speed as in your sprinting, but your detection will be getting detected at the speed of crouching rather than the speed of sprinting. If you're sprinting past the guard, he'll see you fast. If you're crouching past the guard, he'll see you kind of more slowly. It won't go up as fast. So by doing this, you get the speed of sprinting while only getting the detection of crouching. So it's a pretty good thing. So we can't go through there because the lasers. I need to get the objective. There's a guy right there.
Stay quiet.
But yeah, it's something that can I quickly get this? It's something. Oh damn! Stop turning your head. He only turned his head. Oh what? Really? He see me through a little gap. Okay, I didn't mean for that to happen. I thought it was safe, but he see me through the little gap. So yeah, try and learn to bunny hop if you can. Bunny hopping is pretty good. Getting around the map very quickly. Knowing that it's pretty difficult for guys to see it as well. It's an advanced skill on this game. Oh, we need to body back. It's advanced, and if you can learn to do it, it'll help you stealth out immensely. So yeah, I shouldn't have got seen by that guy. Just see me through a very small gap. So again, the trip man, I'd like to put it there, just a few feet before the corner. Oh damn man, this is not going too good right now. Just as I'm like in the midst of setting up trip mines to actually prevent that, I actually get spotted before I get it set up. Because I was literally going to place one on that wall right there,
I ask for papers
and a guy just
and
literally.
then I shoot, right?
Okay.
Yes, good procedure.
Alright, so we got 3 anyway. I was planning on getting rid of guards, but now I can't get rid of any more of that patrol because I need to get rid of the camera guy. So I was going to get rid of these guys anyway, or at least some guards at some point. But now obviously the last one needs to be the camera guy.
Guard, stay back.
So yeah, that's what you want to do. Get them set up like that, but obviously hope that you don't get what happened to me. Guards actually appear behind the corners before you actually get them set up. Camera in place? No. It's that one, isn't it? The one room I haven't been to over there is the one where that guy is. Okay, so I've got one key card. And I'm gonna bag this guy real quick. I can't risk walking him because the map's just way too open. It's way too risky to risk walking him. So I'm just gonna kill him and leave the key card there. See, that's what I mean. It's so risky, and that guy's blocking there. Multiple guys here. But yeah, it's really annoying. But I now need to get all the way over there for the cam room. It's just kind of luck with the cam room. Sometimes you find it instantly. Let me put another trip man here. Sometimes you find it instantly, and sometimes it's the last location you find. Like here for me, literally the last door. It's just pretty annoying. Okay, so now this is the last page. You don't need a body bag for this guy. Oh my god, he could have shot him because of it. But yeah, if you can blast him into this corner, you don't need a body bag. So you want to try and save your body bags as well if you can.
Don't send backup.
And it's also the advantage of having a shotgun rather than like a pistol, because you can blast. If you hit him with a pistol, he'll just drop here, and his head may be potentially visible or something. So let me just check for more guards, find the location of them. Damn, they're really all in the way today, aren't they? So I still need one more circuit box. Can't really see. See, bunny hopping, your detection barely goes up. Oh, really? There's none there. Oh my god. Why is there so many guards all in the way? Look at them all in the way.
Don't alert the guard.
That's the one location where the final box is, and like literally, even though I've cleared up some of the map, like I've took away 2 guards here, there's just so many of them, like in the way where I don't need them to be. Okay, is it here? No. Okay, so it's over here. So yeah, we've got no more pages left now, but we do have trip mines. These are the best trip mine locations for the diamond. So now it should keep track of a lot of guards for us, and it should help us prevent to accidentally run into the last chute. So now it's diamond time. Just gotta be careful of the guy in here. I know there's a guy in here somewhere. Yeah, pigs. Again, bad timing. Literally just in the way as I want to get past. Guardam patrol. Okay. Keycard. It's also nice to put one. Is this halfway? About here, about halfway. Put a trip mine about halfway. Okay, that's a civilian by the looks of it, but rather than killing him, there is a key card there. Just gotta be careful of the card. Oh, that's another civilian. Okay, we'll take that. Thank you. Is that a civilian? It looks like. Let me see. It is. Okay. So now you just gotta be careful. Try and keep track. There's 3 guards in there, and there's this guy here. So you got these 4 to deal with, and we just got to be a little bit careful because we don't have any pages left now. If you did want the extra loot, just look for the ones that have the gensec alarm. Find the side which you're able to cut the glass, and then you can grab the artifact. And obviously I don't want to grab it because I don't really want to secure right now. I'm just focused on getting to the diamond. Now going through here, okay. Going through here is risky because as soon as you're about to get there, if there's 2 guards closing in or crossing over, you could get sandwiched even before you get in that room. And then that could chain react to all 3 of the guards and you could be fucked. So there is a slight element of luck actually getting into the diamond room. As soon as you're about to go through there, if you do get bad luck and just get guards sandwiched and 2 of them closing in on you, coming up the stairs, it's kind of bad luck. You can't really get close enough to see. So just hope for a little bit of luck actually getting in. Okay, so this guy's gone. Okay, one there, one there. Where's the other guy? Oh, he's there. Can we quickly get over here? We can, okay. That's what I mean. You just need a little bit of luck getting in. Use the bunny hop technique. So yeah, it's important that you have knowledge when you're playing as well. And the knowledge for this area would be there's 3 guards that are in here. There can be a 4th that comes in, but just know that there's 3 in here. So because of that, as long as you have 3 of them marked, like now, you know you're perfectly safe. One there, one there, one there, so you know you're perfectly safe here. It's all about knowledge with this game. Once you know what you're dealing with, it's a lot easier to try and work around it.
Look out, guard.
Now I've got 3 trip mines. I'm just trying to place them. Like I would like to place one here. So basically when you... Let me just check. Okay, this guy's getting a bit too close. Is he coming all the way? He is, okay. I just gotta be a bit careful because I'm trying to talk and think and dodge guards all at the same time. But yeah, I'd put one there and I'd put one there because when you're here and you're waiting to come out, again, you could walk out, a guard could be coming right down, you hit him, game over. So put them on halfway up the stairs on either side will help know whether it's safe or not to come out. Where the hell is this guy? Is he still here? He is, okay. Okay. Guy there, guy there. But this other trip man here. Now we got one left now. It's not 100%, you know, it doesn't 100% matter where you put this one. It's just personal preference. I'm just going to put it here, but it's not really a big deal. Okay, just keep track. This guy's coming straight up. Now you got to be a bit careful here because you can get extremely unlucky. It doesn't happen too often, but you can. Like this guy here, and if another guy's coming there, you're fucked. Where are you meant to go? So sometimes bad things can happen, not all the time, but sometimes. Now, am I safe here? I don't know if there's another guy nearby somewhere. Okay, there's a guy over there. I tried to mark him, but I marked the camera, so I know it's safe to come in now. And now with this, obviously, it could be a waiting game. I'm going to wait for an easy one, because I don't want to risk doing the entire video again. So, I'll give it 2 attempts of waiting. If we don't get anything easy, I'll just speed up this part of the video. Because I don't want to fuck this up after I've done so well, and just remake the video, so yeah. That's the reason why. But yeah, like that as an example. If I was coming out now, for example, I'd be here and I'm like, is it safe? And then I'd pop me head out and boom, I hit that guy without knowing and I'm fucked. Whereas because the trip mine, I know he's there. So that's just the advantage of using trip mines sometimes. Gives you pretty good information. Okay, I'm just gonna speed the video up now until I get a straight line because I don't want to be taking risks on this and I need to speed it up because it could be several minutes before I get the 101. So I'm gonna speed the video up, guys, so I will see you soon. Okay, and I'm back, and we have the diamond, thankfully. So before I come out now and try and get to the escape, I just want to try and pay attention for guard locations. Obviously, we know there's 3 guards. I can see 2 so far. Is that guy in the other side, the other room? Okay, there you go. So now that we've found them, we know where's safe and where's not safe. So now since this window's already ready, throw the bag in, there you go. And now you just have to get up. Now, just gotta be a little bit careful. There's no guard just chilling. There's not. Okay. Now, you can't just go down the middle part, but I wouldn't recommend because obviously I've already showed before why that's pretty risky. I will grab an extra bag because why not? Just in case people didn't know, this one on the wall can be grabbed. So now, since we have no pages left and I don't want to, get spotted in an ECM rush, I still want to finish it professionally. So now this is the best way out. Just gotta be a little bit careful. Like that. Very, very careful. Man, for the camera. Why is this guy going the long way round? Come on, man, get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody got time for your shit. Get out of here. Ain't nobody got time for that. But yeah, if we didn't have that guy on the front door, we'd still have 1 page left, which would be nice. But obviously, he's there sometimes, sometimes he's not. Just gotta be careful. There can sometimes be guys just chilling here as well. There's not. Okay. So now, you're still not in the clear. There's still 2 guards out here somewhere. And obviously, since I still don't want to bump into them. Okay, I think we're good. Just trying to be a bit careful. We've got the extra loot as well, so we'll just throw that. And there you go. There's the diamond. There's the cavity making a cameo in the last second. So yeah, GG. That's the diamond done in stealth, using trip mines, a body bag case, and my stealth build that I use with the weapons using the hacker perk deck. Like I said, there's a lot of variability with the stealth build. You can use a lot of different skills. You can use 1 of 3 perk decks, different weapon combinations, and still get the 3 concealment. It completely depends on what you want. This is just my stealth build, what I like, and it works very well for me. So yeah, good luck when you guys play stealth. I hope you learned something, hope you enjoyed, and have a good day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.